I have collected my main plants and spring bulbs and it's time to get things in the ground. I removed everything from this area in the spring when the new fence was installed. There are some stones mixed into the ground after the fence install. This bed was made a few years ago. It's not been done particularly well. It's so difficult to work with compacted clay. At the far end of the bed, I added a lot of horticultural grit to try to break up the clay and add drainage. However, I think this may have led to less nutrients, so I will be adding lots of compost in this area. As I move along the bed, there is less grit, and at the left end of the bed there is still quite a lot of heavy clay. I started to pick out some of the stones, but soon lost motivation. I gave up, and the next day focused on preparing the ground for the hydrangea. The added grit has helped to break up the clay, but it has resulted in this crumbly mixture. I dug down quite deep and piled up the crumble along the bed. The hydrangea doesn't need to have fully ericaceous soil, but I'm adding in some and also some general purpose compost. The hole I've dug is about 30 centimetres deep. I came to a root. I think it may be from the trees at the end of the garden. On the other side of the hole, I reached the limit of previous preparation. Here you can see the compacted clay. That's how I broke the tip of this trowel before. I started to refill the hole, mixing in compost, ericaceous soil and some of the crumble as well. This took quite a lot of time and effort. I'm not sure if I have made a good mix here. Is there enough compost? Should there be more ericaceous? Is there enough drainage? Have I mixed in enough of the existing crumble? My mind was going round in circles, so I decided it was time to just get on and put the plant in the ground. When it came out of the pot, some of the soil remained in the pot. Then I remembered it wasn't that long ago that I had put it in a bigger pot just after I bought it. What happens after that is that most of the soil that I added in the new pot falls away. I placed it in a position a few times until I was happy with it. I filled in directly next to it with fresh compost, then covered the top with the crumble mix. All this digging and mixing was going to be enough for the day, so I put in some pots to save the space for where I will be planting the spring bulbs the next day. I'm adding some strulch around the bottom of hydrangea. Hopefully that will also help to keep the animals away from it. That's enough for today. Tomorrow we'll start on the bulbs.